Here's what I'll say about that is I'm a little resentful and then also just a little just it is what it is. But at that time, like when I got divorced and I was 24 turning 25, I it was very like I moved back to Toronto and it was very like shocking. Like everybody in Toronto was like, oh my gosh, like, oh, that's so terrible. And like some of the Rebbitzins or from women that were like mentors to me were like, well, shh, don't tell people. You just pretend
Yeah.
you're married or whatever. Nowadays, 20 years later, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, guess what? Here's a nice group of divorced women, and she's divorced, and she's divorced, and, la, 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 la,
Yeah.
la, and like it's
Right.
like, sorry, I didn't mean to make, but it's like
Yeah.
so supported and so acceptable, and like, and there's so much support out there. There's support groups. It's very open. There's like whatever. Where was this when I needed it?
Yeah.
It didn't exist. My husband, he just always says, honey, you set the trend. Everybody just copied you. Like, what are you so upset about?
What a sweet husband that is. But no, but I really understand we have come a long way in the last 20 years in the things that we talk about, in the things that have become less taboo and less stigmatized and less secretive. And I think we still have a lot more work to do, but definitely has been so much work done, whether it's like in the divorce space or the fertility space. It used to be that like anything that was out of the ordinary or like wasn't, positive or was something that was hard, it was kept under wraps and we didn't want anybody to know. And it was almost like you should, there was a shame involved around that.